Well, howdy y'all. Andy Redneck here. It's April 29th, 2019. Uh, it's what, 7 o'clock sometime at night. Not exactly sure what the time is. It could be later than 7. You know, this time of year, days are getting longer, so anything's possible. But I was out taking the blooms off the tomatoes and noticed a couple of suckers, relatively small ones, and then I ran across this here big one. And we could just take this sucker and kill it off, and that'd be it. Or what you can do, if you get one of those suckers that's big enough, you get you a pot of seed starting mix, put you a little hole down in it, and bury that thing as deep as you can in that hole. Water her in, and if everything goes right with it, the little hairs that are on that stem will turn into roots, and you'll end up with another tomato. So this one happens to be off of my Arkansas Traveler tomatoes, so we'll hopefully have another one of those, because they're actually doing better than all the other tomatoes right now in size and everything, so that's a good thing. You can see behind that tomato there, we got right up front here, these are the dandelions I started, both an Italian and French variety. These taller ones are the Italian variety. These shorter ones over here are a French variety. And then behind them are my giant marigolds. Then you can see a tiki torch going in the background. Well, that's because the mosquitoes is out. And I don't blame them for being out, considering it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit this late in the evening. But we'll try to get us a look in here at this tomato a little bit, and I'll explain where that sucker came from and whatnot. What I've been doing, like I say, I've been going through my tomatoes here looking, and if they're starting to bloom, I've been plucking the blooms off, because I want the tomatoes to have more roots and leaves before they start producing. So we get in here and we look for the blooms and whatnot, and we just nip them off. Well, sometimes right here in these joints, you get a growth started, and that growth will turn into a sucker. Well, in order to keep the main vine nice, healthy, and strong, it's best to get rid of those suckers until later in the season. If you wanted to do like an espalier grapevine type thing with your tomatoes, well, you could pinch off the main head of the tomato. You could pinch it off right here, and then grow a couple of suckers out and actually vine it out like a grapevine. Or if you want good strong tomato plants that are going to produce heavily later in the season, you do what I just did tonight, and you get out and you pick the blooms off. And I'll show you that another time, probably either later this week or early next week when I'm doing it again, I'll try to remember to get the camera out there so you can see what I'm talking at. We got apples on the apple tree developing. We got over here our pea vines are starting to bloom, so we might have some sweet snap peas here pretty soon. And I'm hoping it rains a little bit tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to be out watering because some of these, what you call them, the balcony boxes are starting to dry out pretty good. You know. So anyway, this here's been a handy redneck. I'll talk at you later.